Welcome to Reel Filmmaking. My name's Corey, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the top 5 accessories that you could pick up for your Canon M50 to help elevate the quality of your video and to smooth out your workflow in post-production. Now, a lot of people, when they get a new camera, they immediately jump to like, I need to buy some professional level glass, and they're like, okay, I need to drop like $1,000 or $2,000 on some lenses, and I'm here to tell you, no, you don't. There's a lot of other things that you can pick up, even budget things that you can pick up that really will help elevate your video and help you in post-production and your workflow. So today, the accessories I'm gonna go over are just that, accessories that are budget, that are gonna help you, and they're gonna help you to elevate and step up your game in your video production. So without further ado, let's go. So the first thing, and probably the most important thing on this list, is an external microphone. So this is a shotgun mic that you can mount onto your camera, you plug into the microphone jack, and immediately you have way better audio quality. So these cameras, like the M50 and a lot of other mirrorless cameras, they're designed to shoot awesome photos and videos. They're not designed to capture good audio. You pay thousands of dollars to get cameras that have really good preamps built into them. These cameras don't. And so to fix that, you gotta get some good microphones. The rule of thumb for filmmaking and creating online video content is poor image quality will be forgiven for good audio, but the inverse isn't true. If you have a great looking video, 4K, 8K visuals, and you have bad audio, no one is going to watch your video. Think about it. When's the last time that you saw an amazing movie in theaters and you're like, that visually looks amazing, and it had terrible audio that you couldn't understand? How did that make you feel? Probably not great. So make sure to step up your audio game by picking up an external shotgun microphone. And again, when you look at this, there's lots of expensive options that you can buy. I'm looking at something like the Rode Video Micro, or the microphone that I am using, and I use it for a lot of my YouTube videos, and that is the Movo VXR10. These are small microphones that are really portable, easy to use. They don't require external batteries or charging them. You just plug them in and they work. And the nice thing is that these mics can be found anywhere from 40 to 70 bucks, and so they don't break the bank, but they are substantially going to improve your video quality. So make sure you get that good audio. The second thing on the list is super important too, and that is to get a neutral density filter, or an ND filter for short. So the easiest way to talk about an ND filter is it's essentially sunglasses for your camera. So if you're shooting in a bright condition, especially outside, and you're trying to get that shallow depth of field, so a lot of separation from your foreground and your background, you're going to blow out your image because you have to shoot wide open, and so that means your camera is taking in a ton of light to try to achieve that effect. When you do that, like I said, you're going to get a blown out image, things are going to be overexposed, and there's no way that you're going to be able to get a good looking image. By adding an ND filter, it helps your camera to process the amount of light, it reduces the amount of light that's coming in, and it helps you to achieve that shallow depth of field that so many people want in their videos, particularly if you're trying to shoot like B-roll for an interview or for a different like cinematic project or sequence. So ND filters, there's a lot that you can pick up. You can pick up variable NDs, you can pick up just, ND filters that have 2 to 4 to 6 different stops of ND. But whatever you do, having ND filters are greatly going to improve the quality of your videos, like I said, particularly if you're shooting outside. The next accessory that you're gonna wanna pick up is a mini tripod of some sort. Now there's lots of different brands and styles of this, from like the folding legs to the Gorilla Pods. I'm sure you've seen them. The one that I would recommend is a Joby Gorilla Pod. They make these in different flavors. I have one here. But these are really nice. They come with good flexible legs. They're very portable, easy to stow away, and you can kind of put them anywhere. If you're doing like a setup in a studio, you can mount them on a camera and set them on your desk. If you're trying to get some interesting shots, you can put them up high, you can put them down low, and they're really well built. I've had my Gorilla Pod for over 2 years now, and I've never had a problem with it. It hasn't failed me. It's just a high quality piece of equipment, and so I'd highly recommend it. And for the price, I really don't think that you can beat it. Another thing that's nice about the Joby Gorilla Pods is they have them in so many different varieties, and so you can pick one up at a price point that is good for you. The next accessory you're going to want to pick up for your Canon M50 is a camera cage. So the camera cage has a couple different purposes. First, protects your camera from wear and tear, or if you drop your camera, it's got a protective shell that is going to take some of the impact rather than your camera fully absorbing that. Secondly, most cages will allow you to grip your camera in a way that helps you to get better stabilized handheld footage, whether it increases the size of a grip or it gives you a grip on the opposite side. This is a really good thing when you're trying to get steady handheld footage. And third, and probably the most important aspect of a cage, is it allows you to mount different accessories to your camera. So even some of the things I've talked about already, like a shotgun microphone, you can mount them directly to your cage. You can put other things like monitors on your cage or different handles. And actually, a bonus accessory that I will mention here is a top handle to go on your camera cage. So having a grip or a side handle really helps you to get good, smooth, like panning left to right footage, where a top handle can come in really handy for getting low angle shots or slow moving shots going from top to bottom. And so by adding this top handle, it gives you more versatility, particularly when you're trying to shoot handheld footage. And the last accessory that you should pick up for your Canon M50 is an external power adapter. If you've used the M50 for any amount of time, you've come to find out that it doesn't have great battery life. It's not the worst battery life, but it's by no means good. Now, the adapter that I'm using allows you to plug in a dummy battery to your camera and then plug it into the wall or any other external power source, and you have unlimited power, which is great. If you've got a studio setup like I do here for my YouTube videos, I can just plug it into my camera, plug it into the wall, and I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about running out of battery as I'm trying to make videos or if I'm shooting something for a client. So I hope this video has been helpful in giving you 5 accessories that can really help to up your production value and your workflow in post-production without having to break the bank on like a professional level lens. You know, we all want that glass, but we gotta start with what we have and work our way up to it. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to Reel Filmmaking for more content about camera gear, storytelling, creative process, all coming on a weekly basis. And until next time, keep making movies and watching movies, and I'll see you on Reel Filmmaking.